Hey everyone, this is Delta. This is another Minecraft tutorial. This tutorial is on a system that I plan to implement into my Let's Play series, and it's a block security system for chests. So a block of chests, or a group of chests, and introducing a security system to them that does not allow people to open them. So it works on the principle of you not being able to open the chest when a block's on top of it. So I can open this one all fine, whereas this one over here you cannot open. So it's a very simple setup, and there's probably many videos out on the internet right now on how to do similar ones with pistons. But this is for a block, and this is just one I've made myself that I will be implementing in my own Let's Play. So right now the security system is deactivated, so you can access all chests, furnaces, and whatnot. You can still access crafting tables when the security system's activated, but that's fine because you cannot steal anything with them. So for now, we'll deactivate it. It simply does by removing the actual switch itself. So when a person walks into your room or your house, they'll be presented with this, and for them, they would have no clue on what it is or how it is, and they can't access any of the chests. They can't reach the furnaces if you have any coal in the furnaces or whatnot. They can't actually reach them. So right now, it's all deactivated. All you have to do is keep a redstone torch or a switch on hand, so you can actually just walk up to a certain point anywhere in your house. For me, I've made it over here, and all you have to do is plonk it down and then activate it, and this deactivates the whole entire system. So this switch could be anywhere. It could be over here if you wanted to. All you have to do is wire it up, and just a hidden way to actual hide all your stuff. Of course, all the wiring behind it and above it would be hidden, of course, so the actual user who wants to break in or steal your goods does not know where it is. So we shall get onto building this actual system itself, so we will be right back. So to begin with, we want to go over what items you'll actually need. You'll need pistons, obviously, to work the system itself. You'll need a couple of repeaters, 4. You'll need a torch. You'll need a couple of torches, that is. You'll need I need a switch for the actual deactivation and activation. You'll need some aesthetic blocks, such as I'm using glowstone in the middle and sandstone. These blocks are up to you. And of course your chests and whatnot you want to hide, so chests, crafting tables, and if you have furnaces and whatnot. And also you'll need some redstone wiring to complete it all. So just before we begin the actual tutorial, I just want to go over what actually happens in the actual thing. So our switch is on the other side of the wall, and it sends a pulse if it's deactivated right now. So it's actually activated, so it sends a signal into this torch, which deactivates this torch, which then with the row of inverters, if I can get up in the sky, inverts that one, then inverts this one, so this one now is inverted, and it sends no pulse. So by default, the state of the pistons are actually on, and by a row of inverters and vertical wiring, it actually inverts the signal and turns it off. These 4 pistons, so one on each end, allow for the corner blocks to be dropped. These don't have to actually be dropped themselves in this setup because these are crafting tables, and no matter what, you can't actually access you still can access the crafting tables when the system is down. But these are purely for aesthetics, and so it actually allows them to drop. So to begin with, we're going to go over here in our lovely area, and we're just going to lay out a really basic area so we can start designing. So I'm going to do something similar to my last one where I had something like this, and I had 2 on each side like that, and a crafting table there, 2 more rows of chests there, and such. I had fences in the middle, but it's fine for now. So what we wanted to do is actually build we'll build a dummy wall just for now, just so we can get the wiring up, and we will need a dummy roof as well. Obviously you're going to have a roof and wiring all set up for this. So this is just a mock setup, if I can get it all right. It'll be 3 high, and then the roof will be on top of this. So this will be something you already have, like I said, if you're inside a house or a cave or something like that. So there's just a step to go for me that I don't have any of this stuff pre-built. I'm missing half the blocks here. Anyway, so we'll just leave it like that for now. We'll add to it soon. So to begin with, we want to probably lay out our pistons and way we can do this is we just have to build up a bit so we can actually access the pistons. So the pistons will go one off the ceiling. So our blocks will be laying like this. So these will be our blocks. So we'll put our blocks down first. So the blocks will follow this. Sorry, the path of the ring that we made before. So make a ring around it, one block off the all the crafting tables and whatnot. Oops. As such, now our pistons will go on top of these. So to do this, we need to actually build kind of too high, so we can access underneath it, and pistons will go underneath. So do this on top, sorry, of the previous box you just placed, and go all the way around. Oops. This roof's in the way now, so I'll just need to go inside. It's very simple and basic. This setup's really actually simple, so it's quite easy to follow. Now I had glowstone in the middle, so of this bottom one over here, if I can reach it. And then on top of that, we put, if I can get out of flying mode, we can put down a row of this sandstone so we can lay wiring. Then on each one, as we did over there, we want to have a row of 3 on top of the each of the end caps. Now we can complete our roof to a degree, as such, and we'll only do it down to this end, and might just do a little cap on the end. As such, we don't need to do the whole roof. Now, to run our wiring, we'll need to actually make one whole lip just to make. What we'll do for begin with, we'll make a mock setup just so we can test the thing. So for now, we're going to place our wiring in the middle. So we place wiring here and run it down like such and up into there. So place a lever and we activate it. As you see, the end ones over here don't actually activate on each thing because the wiring doesn't reach them. The wiring, so it doesn't matter. You could leave them like this and not have anything set up there, so you can still access them anyway. But I like to have everything uniform. And so what I did to fix this was to simply place a repeater on each of these facing outwards to the wiring. Now it's up to you what timing you have it on. I like to have it on a larger timer, so it looks like it's going one after the other, because there is a certain delay associated with it. So we can just remove that for now. Oops, getting used to build mode. So you have like that, and we have it kind of going one after the other, like chung chung. So that's all pretty cool. So now we've got our testing done and we've got all wiring out of the way. We can now remove this switch over here, and we can begin doing our loop wiring out. So to begin with, we know where our switch is going to be. So our switch is going to be one in from the wall. So we'll put it over here. So it's going to be one out or one in. To begin with, we need to put a torch on the opposite side. So this will be our torch that we can turn off and on as such. And so now that we have a power signal changing on and off, we need to place a block on top of that. Place a torch. So now that when we turn that off, that goes on. So turn that on, that goes on as well. Turn that off, it goes off. And then once more, again on top of this, place a block if I can get it. And then this time we want to place another torch on the side, so this will transfer the signal up and run the wiring into it. So we'll explain to you exactly what's going on now. So when you have no switch, I've done it wrong actually. No, I haven't. Just got the block out. So when you have no switch at all, the power is on for the pistons, and then it actually doesn't allow the user to come in. When the user places a lever and turns it on, they are now deactivate. So it's simple, like by placing power into here, it turns off this torch, which turns on this torch, which turns off this torch, it then turns off the signal. So a long line of turning off and off and on, off and on for vertical wiring, it all works. So that's pretty much it. So this is going to be implemented into my Let's Play series, my chest room. I have 2 of these actually set up, so I have like one over here, one over here, and I'm going to have them so I can deactivate them by switch, just for aesthetics and mucking around purposes. I thought I could add something interesting into my base. So that's pretty much it for the tutorial. Hope you guys liked it. If you found it useful, please comment, rate, subscribe. And we will see you in the next tutorial or my next Let's Play series. So catch you later, sorry. Delta out.